Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain how to use some conjunctions. As you see, we have two groups. The first one, although, though, and even though. The second group, in spite of and despite. Actually, the five words are the same in meaning, but they are different in usage. Let's see examples to know more about them. Let's start with although, though, and even though. These conjunctions are used to show contrast. I mean that they are used in a long sentence with two parts. One of them is used in one part, the second part gives you a contrasting idea or something that is very different from what you expect. Let's see the first example. Although he is rich, so I expect that he is happy. But when I use although, I find a contrasting idea. Although he is rich, he is not happy. The second one, though. Though she studied hard, she didn't get high marks. Though the same as although. Number 3, even though the weather was stormy, we went out for a walk. Although, though, and even though have the same meaning. The rule, although, though, and even though are followed by clause. Clause means a group of words that must have a subject and verb. Number 1, the subject is he. The verb is. She is the subject in the second sentence and studied is the verb. The weather is the subject, was the verb. Now let's see in spite of and despite. They have the same meaning as although, though, and even though, but they are different in usage. Now let's replace although, though, and even though with in spite of and despite. The first sentence, although he is rich, he is not happy. Let's use in spite of. In spite of being rich, he is not happy. Or we can say, in spite of his riches, he is not happy. The second sentence, though she studied hard, she didn't get high marks. I use in spite of instead of though. In spite of studying hard, she didn't get high marks. Number 3, even though the weather was stormy, we went out for a walk. In spite of the stormy weather, we went out for a walk. I can replace in spite of with despite. I can say despite being rich, he is not happy. Despite his riches, he is not happy. Despite studying hard, she didn't get high marks. Despite the stormy weather, we went out for a walk. The rule is in spite of or despite are followed by phrase. Phrase means what? A group of words that don't need to have a subject or a verb. It can be being plus adjective like the first sentence, being rich. It can be a noun. If you know the noun of the adjective, you can write it, his riches. Number 3, it can be verb plus ing or the gerund form like studying. Number 4, adjective plus noun like the stormy weather. Use although or in spite of. We have two sentences. Studying for a long time every day, I didn't get full marks. Studying for a long time is fruitful, I didn't get full marks. Both of them we use studying, verb ing, but be careful of the verb. When you find a verb, so it is a clause. when there is no verb, so it is a phrase. Which of them is clause and which of them is a phrase? Studying for a long time every day. Studying for a long time is fruitful. So the first one is a phrase because we don't have a verb. Studying for a long time every day. I didn't give full marks. So we have a phrase in the first one. So we use although or in spite of, we use in spite of. The second one, studying for a long time is fruitful. So we have a verb here, is. So we use although. First one, we have a phrase, so we use in spite of. Second one, we have a verb, subject first, and then a verb. So we use although. Use in spite of, despite, or although and though. In spite of the rain, the two teams competed valiantly. Replace in spite of with although. I say although it was raining, the two teams competed valiantly. Number 2, despite having a lot of money, he didn't buy a new car. Replace despite with although or though. Though he had a lot of money, he didn't buy a new car. Ali answered well, although the exam was difficult. Replace although with in spite of or despite. I answered well despite the difficult exam. Even though the car is expensive, I want to buy it. Replace even though with in spite of. In spite of being expensive, I want to buy that car. In spite of playing well, we didn't score a goal. Replace in spite of with although. Although we played well, we didn't score a goal. Now a list of nouns from common adjectives. Rich, riches. Clever, cleverness. Poor, poverty. Tired, tiredness. Intelligent, intelligence. Happy, happiness. Excited, excitement. Beautiful, beauty. Strong, strength. Successful, success. Different, difference. Protective, protection. Wise, wisdom. Heavy, heaviness. Expensive, expense. Angry, anger. Dangerous, danger. Noisy, noise. Loudly, loud. Careful, care. Long, length. Pretty, prettiness. Thank you for watching.